If you had a podcast, whoa.
Yeah. Well, just
ever, and nobody heard a word
a podcast for deaf people. Yeah. I mean, there's got to be somewhere, someplace, there has to be a podcast for deaf people.
Well, I was just listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about radio in the infancy days. Mm-hmm. And prior to radio, it was all like stage entertainment, right?
Right.
So you went to a show, you saw a ventriloquist, you saw a comedian, whatever. Vaudeville was huge, right? Well, this guy, I think his name was, oh my God, I'm going to get this wrong. Charlie Hoffman, maybe? He was a super famous ventriloquist.
Charlie McCarthy.
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie McCarthy.
Charlie McCarthy, yep.
So
Mortimer and Schnurd, I think his thing was.
So
Oh, yeah.
He took his ventriloquist show, and it became a radio show. He was a ventriloquist on a fucking radio show.
Because Kevin Matthews was a ventriloquist.
I mean, he could have been, right? So at that point, you're no longer a ventriloquist, right? Because you're just doing two different voices that nobody can see you. The guy, he could be fucking butt naked talking to his hand. He doesn't need the dummy.
Right. He could have, you know what? There could actually be two people there. There could be two people without anybody knowing. Radio ventriloquist.
Yeah.
If you did a ventriloquist podcast, okay, and then it's just me and Ted, and I was like, Ted, what'd you have for breakfast? And then Ted just answers, and I'm like, I was drinking water the entire time. That was pretty cool.
Think about how stupid it is. It's hilarious, right?
So the ventriloquist dummy, I always think of that. Whoever has that in the house, there's a 100% chance it's eventually going to become possessed. Right? Every horror movie with the ventriloquist dummy, because, it's just sitting there with that. Wasn't there a movie called Magic? It was like an obscure horror movie. But, yeah, the guy was a ventriloquist, and they always showed the dummy just sitting in like a recliner in the semi-dark. It was just, and first,
and then it moves,
then
right?
it just moves, by itself.
No, the rocking chair. So it's in a rocking chair. The rocking chair rocks, and then you look over, you're like, what the fuck? And you look away, and you look over, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And then it's in your seat in the couch, and then you just kill it, right? Because it's in your seat in the couch. You just take it, you're like, anywhere but here, you little fuck, and you rip its head off, and you throw it in the fire. Do you guys have a spot on your couch where you sit? Like, basically your spot. Do you have a spot?
Yeah, there's always a spot. Yeah.
You got a spot?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. Does it piss you off when somebody else is sitting in that spot?
No.
Come on.
It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Then how do you have a spot? It doesn't. I mean, your spot doesn't really matter.
Oh, it's my spot when I'm in it. Dude, move your feet, lose your seat. That's a house rule that we've been doing since.
Oh yeah, we used to do that all the time. Shuffle your feet, lose your seat. Oh man, you know what? It was so funny. We were on our golf trip, Teddy and I, and same team, winning team, by the way. Just go ahead and say it. And yeah, I'll admit it.
Wait, you were on Ted's team?
Ted was on. Well, we were on Farhad's team.
We were Farhad's team. Yeah.
So you guys won.
Yeah, we won. We killed. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what the final score. What the final?
A lot to a little.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot to a little.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I know I won all my matches.
Yeah.
Actually, Teddy and I teamed up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and beat somebody too.
Yeah.
But I'll admit it now. Yes, I wasn't going to say this, but Teddy made more money than me, and he won more par threes. It doesn't mean he hit more par threes.
Yeah.
It just means he won more par threes.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a different brackets.
Brackets, A's and B's. So.
Yeah,
but it was fun. It was a good trip. It didn't rain, which was nice because the last day was that thread of rain, and that was actually it turned out good. That it was windy, but it never came, which was nice.
I will tell you right now, we have friends, okay, and you've played with some of these guys in the league. We have friends that are glass half empty guys. We have a lot of friends that are glass half empty guys. Okay,
they're called Republicans.
No. There was a little thread of rain. There was a little thunder, and two of the guys.
Don't tell me Fritzy went home.
Well, hold on. Fritzy's later. So there's a little bit of thunder.
Yeah, this is on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And then two guys are just take off. And come back, and they drive by me, and they stop. They skid out in their cart, right? Because we're last. And I go, what are you guys doing? He goes, did you hear the thunder? I go, yeah. He goes, well, there's lightning. I said, no, you don't understand. I said, just because I said, number one, there's a Thor guard. I said, number two, just because there's thunder doesn't mean there's lightning.
Yeah.
And Joe said, yes, it does. Right?
they all is like peanut butter and jelly. One has to be accompanied by the other all times.
Yeah,
you can't have thunder.
thunder
exactly. And there was that big weather, the lightning warning thing.
Yeah.
And if it's within 5 miles, it'll go off, right?
Right.
So they left the course.
So they just quit. Yeah. They just quit. So poor Ted, the two guys were on Ted's team. Ted now, it's a 3-on-3 match. Now Ted has to literally play 3 guys all by himself.
Yeah, and I didn't take 3 shots. I just used my shot. Yeah, so.
Yeah, 1 guy against 3 guys because they just quit. And then I'll tell you right now, as soon as they quit, the weather, the sun came out.
Yeah.
It was nice and pretty, but they were just too glass half empty guys to come back.
They quit the rest of the round. That was
They
it.
quit the rest of the round.
Oh my
That was
God.
it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there to golf. I mean, I got nowhere else to go. And like I said, I think
Right,
there
what
was
else-
this thing on the back of our cart where you could pull it down. I mean, if it starts raining, you just go in and you're done with it. But yeah, I mean, I think
It
got,
never rained.
Yeah, it never rained. The skies
Never
got
rained.
dark for a
Yeah.
second, and then it was too far away from
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
So are they uninvited next year?
Well, then Fritzy, on Monday, we got one more day, and our buddy Fritz, he goes, I'm not driving all the way over to this other course. It's going to rain. He goes, then I got to drive an hour and a half back or 2 hours. Again, glass half empty guy. We get there, and yeah, it was really windy. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Just nice, cool day.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, whoever
was
does
nice of
that,
us,
they
though.
really don't want to be there anyway. So
No. He bitched about, you know what? It's funny because
My-
he bitched about it in
our
the beginning.
Our drive was an hour and a half home too. I mean, all our drive was.
fucking man.
Yeah, all our drives were an hour and a half.
Oh, my God, dude. That
Well,
was a
because
lot
of
that was
distance.
a lot of driving. Yeah.
because of distance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it took me an hour and a half to get downtown yesterday, and an hour and a half to get back home.
No, this is just distance.
You
Here's
went
what's traffic.
downtown
Here's what's
yesterday?
traffic.
Yeah, I had a dentist appointment yesterday. My dentist is downtown still.
You got to change dentists, man.
Everything's downtown, George. Everything's downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
So
that
I
is-
had to go downtown on Tuesday or Monday to drop Nolan off at the South Shore. He's in South Bend or in Indiana, Plymouth, with a buddy for the week. And then it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get down there, hour and 15 back. Yesterday it took me an hour and a half. And I'm talking 14 miles, ladies and gentlemen. 14 miles.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, that is
Sucks.
the. You know what?
And there's no way to get around
Ours was what,
No,
130,
I did not take the expressway. The expressway was longer.
Yeah.
100. I mean, we had 120 miles back. I can't remember. Yeah, but that took an hour and hour and a half. So
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
it's crazy.
That's the same ride.
That dude. That you know what that is? That is the hardest thing in the world to me. The constant stop and go, 15 miles an hour, and you know wherever you went, you didn't leave in time.
2:30 in the afternoon. I'm sorry, 1:30 in the afternoon.
That turned into 2:30, like immediate. Yeah, oh, I know.
I left my house my appointment was at 2:50. I left my house at 1:30, and I almost didn't make it. Can you imagine? 14
Well,
miles.
all you did. So if you're late to the doctor or dentist, you're just late. You just miss all the time that they make you sit there while they don't.
No,
do,
she
while
was
they
waiting
don't
for
do
me.
anything.
She was
Oh,
waiting
okay.
for me.
Because that is so weird to me, right? You go to the dentist, you go to the doctor, go to the dentist, right? They call you in, you sit down,
Yeah.
and then nothing happens. You're just in a room by yourself.
Yeah, your appointment, it's usually, you have to show up on time because you don't know, but in general, you're going to be waiting several extra minutes because, they have to finish up with another patient or there's something
Yeah.
going on.
No, my guy does it right.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been busted? I can't believe I did this with my old doctor. Have you guys ever been busted going through his cabinets? Like you're sitting there for such a long time, you're just like, all right, fuck this.
I've snooped-
and you
I've
just
snooped-
start opening
I've snooped-
shit
I've
up and
snooped
looking
around.
at stuff. Yeah.
I've
Are you
stolen
looking
late.
for
I've stolen.
drugs? They probably think you're
No,
looking
I'm
for
just,
drugs.
I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and my doctor, he's my age. He was my doctor for a long time. He's basically my exact age. He retired, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago. I come in, he goes,
Your doctor retired when he was 50 years old?
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was doing it. I mean, I think he was my doctor for 25 years.
You can't be a
He
doctor
started-
and be 25.
I think he was 25 or
It's
26.
impossible. Is he Doogie Howser?
No, you know what? I think he was like an internist at the beginning. Like he worked for my main doctor. My main doctor had 3 young doctors.
Med school is 4 years after,
I don't know. Maybe.
and then you got your clinical. For
Okay,
2
so he was my
years.
doctor for at least 20 years. I'm going to say at least 20 years.
That's unusual for a doctor retired that early.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he looked.
You must have
he
really
was-
fucking.
Yeah, but when he walked in, he goes, Matt, what the hell are you doing? I go, I'm just checking out what you got, man. I go, a lot of this stuff's gonna be put in my butt, and I want to know what it is.
See, that's what drove him to retirement. He probably thinks either I stay at this for another 15 years, and this guy is never going to leave me,
No,
or I
never.
retire and then.
Well, maybe he's
that's
just
it.
going to do something else. Maybe when you say retire, you could get another job doing something.
I don't think so. Him and
so
he by the time he left the doctor I was with, and then him and his wife, who are doctors, set up a deal. Right. I actually saw her once or twice, but he was the guy. He knew everything about me. He's the guy who would call me and be like, listen, get your ass in here because I made an appointment on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. You're coming.
Yep.
He goes, I don't give a shit if you got work. I don't care. You got to come in here. I haven't seen you in 3 years or 2 years or whatever. He goes, you got to come in. I got to check you out. And I was just like, man, that's the kind of doctor you need, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guy who I guess he actually gave a shit.
He cared.
My doctor's retiring next month,
Oh yeah,
but he's like 68,
yeah. It's kind of sad because at first I got a new doctor and I didn't like him.
Yeah.
65.
I did not like him at all, but I kind of like him now.
You warmed up to him?
Yeah, I warmed up to him.
Well,
he's just different.
He saw you naked, so I mean, you have no choice.
Well, you know what? You know what the problem is? Is that my old doctor, Dr. Weiss. I mean, I don't know, 10, 15 times he had his hand in my butt.
Yeah.
You're friends, right? I mean, you have a bond with someone. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're in prison or you're a doctor.
Yeah.
If someone has their hand in your butt, you're friends.
Yeah.
Right? You have an intimate relationship at some point. Right?
Well, they probably know you better than your friends do, in a kind of a roundabout way. So.
Ted, most of my friends have. Well, I don't want to get into that.
A lot of probing.
Speaking of relatives, this kind of messed me up a little bit. You know Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he's running for president, right?
Yeah, he's got the gravelly voice or something wrong.
Yeah,
So.
He had a worm in his brain. I don't know, all the crazy stuff. So I think it was today or yesterday, his sister came out and said that she's supporting Biden to run for president.
Nice.
I don't think that's unusual in that family. Nobody likes him, right?
I don't know. I don't know. He seems out there. But
Okay, what is his relation?
that's his sister came out. I mean,
No. Robert F. Kennedy.
He's a senator.
Jr.
He's a senator.
No,
from
what's his
Louisiana.
relation to the Kennedys?
Oh man, I don't know exactly how
cousin.
he's
Yeah, I
related.
think he's
Well,
a
I mean,
cousin.
okay, because JFK had a brother Robert, right, and he was assassinated.
Yeah, I think.
So this isn't his
Shit, I
son.
read it too. I read it too in the article.
I have no
'cause I
idea.
saw the article today, and I was laughing, and I read about it, but I didn't pay enough attention because I just thought it was so funny. And then I was thinking this: if any of us ran for president, would everybody in your family support you and say that you would be a good president? What do you think, Teddy?
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so.
So your sister,
Yeah.
everybody would say that.
In my opinion, yes, they would.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. Mark, what about you?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
You think so?
Of course.
See,
But I got a brother. Yeah, my brother that turns back at me. I have maybe one of my cousins.
Your mom and dad are still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just,
they're for sure gonna. I mean, but I have like.
oh, my little Mark would be such a good president. He'd do all the presidential things that. Oh,
my mom's not a little old lady, so
How old is she?
70.
That's okay. They all talk like that, just so you know. She talk like this.
I have a lot of cousins though, so there could be.
So there'd be a couple that would come out and be like, "Yeah,
I doubt
Mark."
it, but maybe.
See, that kind of makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, man, that's his
why
own-
are you nervous?
But that's his own sister, So
Yeah.
I mean, and if she didn't want to, the thing is too. Okay, if she didn't support him, just don't make it public at least, because it just kind of undermines the guy's
Oh yeah, no,
campaign.
she made a big deal. She had a
Oh.
press conference, the
Wow.
whole thing.
Okay, wow.
She literally had a press conference, and I'm pretty sure the banner behind it said "fuck my brother."
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
rude.
Don't vote for my brother.
He probably pissed her off when they were younger, so this is her way to get back at him. So it probably has
That
nothing to do
seems
with
a little-
politics. Yeah.
That seems very intense. He stole my pudding every day from age 7 to age 9.
Yeah.
Do you want that guy to be your president? Let me ask you that simple question, my friend. All right, let me do this. The beginning of the show is brought to you by Plockman's Mustard, creating the highest quality mustards since 1883. Try our over 20 unique mustards and mustard mixers. Plockman's Mustard, the original mustard. And I guess I'll just do this. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and happy, Ted, this is going to be good for you, National Craft Distillery Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually had a craft beer for the first time the other day.
Wasn't a distillery
yeah, booze,
booze?
Yeah.
spirits.
Yeah, I had an IPA the other day, and it was
Once again,
wasn't bad.
distillery spirits.
Right, but I'm just saying I had an IPA.
So he's just focusing on the craft part. Yeah.
He's
So,
ignoring what we're
craft beer.
saying.
Yeah. The spirits. I'm remembering the
so Mark,
spirits
not only did he have a craft beer, but he made a snowman out of popsicle sticks. So he's actually doing crafts. All right,
Arts
so
and crafts.
Teddy, we should celebrate after the show by having some booze distilleries. I was going to say some
It's a
distillery.
wonderful idea.
Well, it's like North Shore, the guests that were on.
Oh yeah.
This is their day.
Oh, this. I wonder.
Celebrating North Shore
Oh, damn it.
Distillery.
Well, there's a Lakeshore distillery. There's a North Shore distillery.
But we only had
Lot of
North Shore
shore.
distillery.
Lot
on
of
the
shore.
show.
They I just looked them up a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna go out to their place. They have, you can only buy their whiskey from them at their location. They don't have it at Binny's. All their other stuff's at Binny's. Their gin and their vodka.
Yeah.
But
Have you tried their gin?
I have not.
Yeah.
I've tried their whiskey because we had their
When's
whiskey.
the last time anyone had gin?
I drink
Mark
gin all
loves
the time.
gin.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you not remember that?
Well, I've never seen him drink gin like in public. So
He loves gin. He plays gin rummy. I mean, what else is there, man? Slow gin fizz.
I'm not at his house when he's wearing a smoking jacket and having a Bombay Sapphire.
Gin Montino.
Oh man, could you imagine? I wouldn't mind having lived in the 30s and 40s when you would dress up to drink, like get dressed for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, and make your own gin in
Yeah.
a bathtub gin.
Is that real?
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah.
It's called bootlegging. It's called bootlegging.
No,
used
I
to
mean
go
if you just
blind.
make it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
Well, like moonshine. Like moonshine is, they sell moonshine commercially now. You see,
Well, they
put
still
it,
make
they
it.
sell it in the mason jar. But but some people are still making it in the backwoods, for themselves. So that stuff's pretty strong. I can't drink that stuff.
I think I had some moonshine somewhere from some place, and I don't remember where it was.
It's almost PGA, pure grain alcohol. It's
Yeah.
like 200 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
it's
It
fucking-
wasn't
it's-
anything that.
Well, I don't-
it was not anything that I thought
Yeah.
was good or that I
Yeah.
would ever want to have again.
Yeah, I think
I'm not interested.
Everclear is grain alcohol, so that's like 190 proof. But yeah, it's up there, But yeah, because 200 proof would be like.
I mean, when you're
off the
drinking
chart.
Everclear, I mean, what are you saying to yourself? So let's just say you walk into a room, right?
Nobody even has Everclear, so you'd have to go out of your way to get that.
Okay,
stuff.
so say wherever you're at, they have Everclear. It's like, hey man, they send you the invite. We got beer, we got wine, we got Everclear, right? And you walk in, and you start drinking Everclear, right? What are you saying to yourself at that point? I want to be blind drunk. I want to be the guy that falls down this guy's steps.
I want to be found blacked out drunk with a big shit stain in me because I lost control of my bodily functions, and then be the laughing stock of everybody who's around me. But the good news is I never have to see him again, unless it's a company work party, right? So-
I feel like if you're drinking Everclear, you're probably under the age of 20, right? Nobody over the age of 20 is drinking that.
21.
Whatever.
well, unless
Yeah,
you're just like
okay.
a serious alcoholic.
I wouldn't
who's,
recommend it if you're under 21.
desensitized
Do
to alcohol.
serious alcoholics? I mean, that's so much. It would be so fast, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you couldn't even enjoy it.
Wouldn't even,
You couldn't even enjoy it.
You wouldn't even be
It
an
is
alcoholic.
instantaneous. I mean, you get intoxicated very quickly on that.
Yeah, that would be
I
bad.
guess
Like
if you did like
190 proof.
I guess if you did like a quarter of a shot, mixed in with like say Sprite, I guess it could last a while. But yeah, if you're drinking shots of it, yeah, you're probably going to be knocking
even
yourself
if you
out.
drank, I mean, even if you drank a regular glass mixed with something, I mean, that's a lot. That's probably got to be worth one shot of Everclear. It's got to be worth like 5-6 shots of something.
Well,
else, right?
Jack Daniels is only 80 proof or 86 proof, so it's like basically almost 3 times as strong as Jack.
Oh man,
Double.
that'd be
Yeah.
way, way, way too much. All right, Mark.
Hang on, I was looking this up.
Oh, okay, good. Will you be singing a song today?
La 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 la.
I got something.
You got something. Okay,
got
good.
something.
Okay, so
Everclear grain alcohol.
oh my God.
So do you want to know the stats on this?
Yes, yeah. Let's hear it.
Oh man. Let's see.
He's. It's tough to read and talk at the same
No,
time.
it's not. I don't know where the fucking the stats are on this.
What do you need the stats for? Bad. Okay, don't go. If you're standing behind somebody who's in line right now, you're listening to this, and they have a bottle of Everclear, make sure you get in the car and drive the other way from them.
I don't even like
Yeah.
I said. I've never even seen Everclear. I've never
Oh,
looked
here
for
it
it.
is.
But I've never
It's
had it.
produced from grain. Each one is bottled at a different proof. So they have 120, 151, 181, and 190. It's considered the world's strongest alcohol.
Oh
It's
man,
it's produced from fermented mixture of yeast, corn, sugar, and water, which is
that's everything, right? Doesn't
pretty
it-
much, yeah.
Wow. Could you imagine 190 proof? That's 90% alcohol.
I saw a 140 proof rum one time. It was like
Yeah,
a dark
rum could get up there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rum. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of rum.
I just don't see the
stronger than
purpose of it.
I brought back rum from Cuba when we went to Cuba. I got 2 bottles of rum.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
better?
Huh?
Is it better? Is it different? Is it?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's rum. I mean, it's a dark rum.
Yeah.
It's that I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. It's
Plantation-
not Bacardi. Bacardi.
Plantation.
No, Bacardi's actually from Cuba, but they left Cuba like a long, long time ago. The family, so they still have that tower there with that bat symbol on it in downtown Havana.
Oh, I know
it's
that.
really fucking cool.
Yeah. Ernest Hemingway lived in Cuba. He would
I
drink rum. I liked it a lot. So he was a drunk, obviously. So
No, he's a drunk if he was drinking Everclear. He just liked to drink if he was drinking rum. Okay, it's time for Ted's Tips. Ted's Tips is brought to you by Steak and Shake. Steak burgers and handmade milkshakes since 1934. And don't forget, every day from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is happy hour. I was just going to think you could just pour Everclear into your shake and really make it very happy hour or very unhappy hour. All shakes and drinks are half price. Now, please enjoy a musical interlude.
Whatever I have.
Whatever you have.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
I got.
Oh, are you gonna do hardcore poetry again?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you know. I mean, you're telling me maybe. All right. Do your thing, man.
When you thought there was no solution, you turned to his pollution. So now's the time to fret because you're all in with your bet. Let's waste time no more and get to our tipping whore. With empty head from sniffing lead, it's time once more for your tip from Ted.
Bravo. Woo.
Oh, man. I love that this has gone to poetry.
That was a poetry slam.
Oh, my
That was good.
God.
That was good.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this.
Much easier for me.
That was a good one.
Oh, because you know what? You know what people say? And it's funny because obviously we have a lot of common friends. A lot of people say you're a very good rhymer. Yeah, they do. They say that.
Or reasoner. There's no
what
rhyme
do
or
I
reason.
write?
Yeah.
No, he does have rhyme and reason. Yeah. He's got rhyme. He has no reason. No reason at all. All right, Teddy, as I've asked 121 other times,
Yes.
are you ready for your tip?
What if I just said no this time?
I can just throw it away.
Move on.
Yeah. I can just
Moving
throw it
on.
away.
Well, you know what? Just give it to me anyway, just in case I get ready by the time the tip is over.
Okay. Ted, I need your help. I'm in a 4-person carpool, and I'm the driver. It's been going on since we went back to work about a year and a half. The 3 people I drive decided that they didn't need cars when COVID hit. I'm done with it. It's getting tiresome and very annoying. I need to end this firmly but gently. I'm taking my family on vacation in July, and when I come back, I'm driving myself in silence every day just because I can. Let's use Poison and Hitmen as a last resort. Justin, 41, Vancouver, Washington. Yeah, there's more. Love the behavior, dude. Helping me to figure out some people at work.
Glad we're paying it forward. Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a. Are you sure you're a driver, or you? Sounds like you're more of a foot servant these days. So you started off as a driver, and then you kind of segued into being somebody's personal assistant. You know, on its face, it's a pretty easy tip. First thing you could do is you could just simply set a boundary. Just say, hey guys, who I'm assuming they're all guys, gals, they're all grown ups. Just say, hey, you know what?
Hold on a second.
You gotta assume that.
Coworkers, yeah.
Gotta assume your coworkers are adults.
I don't know.
Let's let Ted. Let's assume.
Let's
and
assume,
Justin,
yeah.
if you're sending this,
And they had
okay,
cars.
and there are some children
car
that you're
seats.
driving, if
They-
there's some adults, if there's
Yeah.
if you're driving 3 children
Yeah.
to school every day, and you're trying to tell me you're carpooling,
Yeah.
then I don't want you listening anymore.
Yeah, and then they obviously had cars at one point. They just chose to voluntarily relinquish
Oh,
them.
that's how you know they're adults, Ted, because
yeah,
they had cars.
and they
okay.
made a choice.
So
to
you
get rid of
assumed
the car.
correctly, Ted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, you could just simply set a boundary. Say, hey, folks, COVID is long since over. My priorities have changed. Me
I don't want
carpool-
you in my fucking car anymore.
I was carpooling you guys during that time period. That time period is over, so I think everything's back to normal. You can obviously drive yourself because I have other.
Wait, can we role play this, Mark? Can we role play this?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you just say that to me? Say I don't. Carpool is over. Just say it.
All right, we're done. I'm not driving anybody to work anymore.
Why are you doing this to us? Do you not like us? Why aren't you gonna drive us anymore? You don't like us, and you're a jerk, Ted. That's how it's gonna go if he just cuts it off like that.
Here's my other tip. Okay, what you can do. I don't know if these people are your department. You have to see them, up close and personal every day because that could be a little awkward. I would just maybe go to your boss and just ask if you could just change your schedule just by a few minutes. So just say, hey, you know what? My schedule's changed. Unfortunately, due to my schedule change and the schedule conflict, I'm unable, through no fault of my own, to give you a ride to work because my schedule is now different than your schedule.
I'm working midnights now.
So therefore, unfortunately, as much as I want to give you guys a ride or gals, unfortunately, you're going to have to find your own transportation.
So the
Justin,
company
at this
switched. They
point.
switched to shift work. They switched to shift work now. It's like the mill. They
Justin,
mo-
we open it at 8 a.m. How come you're getting here at 4 o'clock in the morning? Just because I can't. Doors are locked. Remember that one time we got here a half hour early and the doors were locked? How do you get in?
Or like I said, or you just on your own. You maybe just say, hey, I have to come into work a little bit early. I have some other stuff going on, and just say the bottom line. Like I said, I just can't pick you up because I'm assuming the carpool's at the same designated time every day, whatever their shift is. We don't know what kind of work he does. We don't know if it's a factory job. We don't know if it's an office job. But I would just make up an excuse just to say, hey, either you clear it with your manager or you just unilaterally decide, hey, I'm going into work early because I have some stuff to take care of. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pick you. I'm not going to be able to take you guys or gals. So you're on your own as you were pre-COVID. So just go back to what you were doing to get to work before I came along.
What if
So-
he just? Now hear me out. This is more like the old Ted. What if he decided
to kill
to
them
become
all.
very flatulent with like fucking the stinkiest gas. And every time he carpooled him, every morning, it was just like a
So force them to quit.
yeah, like dude, I'm not riding with this guy anymore.
Oh, what about so he doesn't
Just
have to
create
fart
a stink or something.
a stink in the car.
Yeah.
That is untenable.
Yeah. Not even. Well, like say you want to wreck your own car, but yeah, I mean, obviously forcing yourself to fart is a little bit hard.
No.
So what you can do is, you can put something. But if then if
Diet.
but then if you put something stinky in your car to like kind of sabotage them, but then you have to smell it yourself, and then you might not get the smell out. Remember that?
Justin, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Remember that Seinfeld episode where the guy test drove the car and the guy
the
smelled really
mechanic,
bad.
yeah.
And the couldn't get this
valet
he couldn't get the
the
smell out of
valet,
the car, and then he had to get rid of the car because
That seems. I mean, that seems a little intense. I mean, couldn't he just lie and say he was doing something after work all the time? Yeah.
Or just get to work. I got to get to work a little bit earlier. I got something going on. Or like I said, go to your boss, depending what type of job you have, and just say, hey, maybe just change my hours just slightly, just slightly enough where it doesn't disrupt his schedule, but just enough where he can't give these people a ride.
What if he told him that he quit? I quit my job,
And that's unusual.
and then they see him at work.
Yeah.
They see him at work. It's my last day.
Here's my other thing too. I mean, giving a
Just you know what?
Just
For some
string it
reason, I
along.
came in today.
wait. And giving 3 people, I mean, that's a lot of people every day. So, I mean, is he going to like their house to pick them up, or like are they coming to his house? I mean, that's a lot of people to give a ride to work every
how would
single
they,
day.
Ted, how would they get to his house? They don't have a fucking
Yeah.
car.
They're
I mean-
taking the bus.
Yeah, I mean, so does he have to go to 3 different houses and 3 different
course
locations
he
and pick
does.
them up?
I'm guessing that's
That's
what.
I
insane.
wonder what the financial arrangement is too.
Even if they paid your.
They have to be kicking in money.
Yeah, even if they
For
paid
gas, maintenance, and
even
insurance.
if they paid it all, even if they paid everything, doesn't it get? I mean, every day
what
there
if-
and back.
yeah.
I mean, depending how far it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you're carpooling, probably people are living 20, 30 minutes away.
Well, here's the other thing
annoying.
too. Here's the thing too. Sometimes you just don't want to interact with people in the morning. You know, you're a little crabby. You just want a little me time. So you just don't want to talk to these people. You're obligated to talk to them and have a conversation with them and blah blah blah. And so just that aspect too. Like maybe you just don't want to socialize with them.
Nothing breaks up a conversation like a good stinky fart.
Yeah.
Ain't
You guys
nobody
want to ride
talking
tomorrow?
after that?
Yeah. No. All right, Teddy. I like that.
Or you can just. Or here's the last resort. No poison or hitman. You could just basically drive like a maniac, get pulled over, get a ticket, and then and they'll probably think you're unstable.
Oh, okay. Wait, but don't even. What if you just drove like a maniac?
Well,
Yeah.
that's another one. Yeah.
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 Or
Just
or
like
he,
slamming the brakes.
or
Justin, slow down, Justin.
or he trades the
I don't
car
wanna
in
die.
for just a 2-door pickup truck.
Oh, that's a good idea. But yeah, but
the
then
2-door pickup truck. That's it.
yeah, or a smart car. A smart car. I traded it for a smart
from?
car.
Hold on, what did it say?
Vancouver.
Could you ride a motorcycle?
Maybe he's a scooter guy from now on.
I mean-
I got a scooter.
I saw a smart car.
Hey guys, that'd be
I-
great. He sent a text. I'm a scooter guy now. Just so you know.
I saw a smart car earlier today. Yeah, I mean, there's no trucks. I mean, it's like you can barely.
Oh
fit.
yeah, those
Just-
are
there's
death
2
traps,
people.
dude. Do you see
Yeah.
one of those on the road?
Yeah.
You got to be out of your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this city,
It's insane. Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, but you could. You know what you could say? You could just say, I'm a scooter guy.
Yeah, or I'm downsizing my. I mean, you know, he doesn't owe them an explanation. Let's just say he wants to get another car anyway. He gets like a smaller car that doesn't even fit 4 people. I don't know. So
Or I got to drive 3
Get-
other people to work.
get a
from now
coupe.
on.
Yeah, get a coupe. Yeah. So.
That seems. See, some of these seem a little like you could get caught. Like I drove 3 other people. Where are they?
I
You know
like
what?
the quit one. I
It's just
quit.
gonna- yeah.
And just, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, and then every day they see him at work.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to be quitting in 2 weeks. So you guys got to get a find yourself a ride.
Yeah.
And then each day.
Oh, and they
you
make
should-
arrangements.
Yeah.
ahead
they
of
make
time.
arrangements,
No,
right?
and then
you just keep going to work.
No, and then 2 weeks later, you just say, and they say, "Hey, Justin, I thought you were quitting." He goes, "Oh, I changed my mind."
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
Listen,
changed. It felt,
I'm gonna.
I'm going to quit.
gonna
No,
quit.
I have another job offer, and then I'm putting my 2-week notice. Obviously, he does it, and then say 2.5 weeks go by, and they still see him there. And at that time they're gonna have to get to work anyway.
That
So
could backfire.
So they. But I'm saying, but then you would just say,
Then the boss comes up to you. Hey, Justin, I heard you're going to
no.
quit.
But then you would just say, oh yeah, I had another job lined up, but it fell through, so I decided to stay. But yeah, I guess you're right that there's fraught with peril with that if they rat him out. But the point is, during that 2
well,
weeks,
then you know they're not your friends.
well, they were never his friends.
If you're driving, could you imagine?
Your coworkers aren't your
Okay,
friends.
Here, I just want to run a scenario.
What if
with
it
you.
was Ted that was driving the car?
Exactly. What if the 3 of us drove to work every day, to and from work for 20 minutes a day? I mean, how long would that last before one of us was dead?
2 days.
Or all of us was dead? I mean, at some point, you would just grab the steering wheel and pull in.
It's
Just
like
grab
the
steering wheel
school
in front of-
bus. If you
Right.
think about it, 'cause I had to take the bus to grammar school for like 3 years.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I took CTA my whole.
It was a long.
Not to grammar school, to high school.
No, to grammar school and high school.
Really?
Yeah,
I
my
walked
my
to
mom
high
never
school.
drove. My mom didn't drive at all. So I thought like places that are actually close were like super far because you got to wait for a bus for 30 minutes and then you got to wait for like 2 buses. So you think somewhere that's like a mile away is like 20
My
miles.
bus ride every morning was almost 40 minutes. I went to school in Old Town from where I grew up.
In grammar school?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we took the bus to high school, but yeah, we just walked to grammar school.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just right in the neighborhood.
Well, you took the CTA bus. I'm talking about. I took a school bus.
Oh, you took an actual like yellow school bus?
Yeah, to grammar school. So the bus picked us up every day. So that's kind of like carpooling, right? You see the same people every morning. Got your own. You got your routine. You know, you gotta. You know who you like, who you don't like. You know where you sit. All that. All those.
Like, oh, you're walking by Roger. Just I don't want to sit next to Stinky. Can I get in three with you guys? Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you see the bus driver say, "Hey, Mr. Johnson. Hello, Mark. How are you doing today?" Well, better than you because I'm not a fucking bus driver. So.
Wow.
Wow.
Was that wrong?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
You got him to school.
That's why nobody wants
Yeah,
to drive
that's
a
why
bus.
that's why he's an asshole. Because he could have easily at any point just stopped at a strip club and you guys would have had fun every day. Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen. I'm just bringing it up.
Hey,
man.
Plan D. Just go to the strip club. Don't take them to work. Just go straight to the strip club. Just say,
boys and girls, we're going on a field trip.
guys, I have a drinking problem. I have a gambling problem. I have a sex addiction problem. So we're gonna make a little detour before I go to work.
Wait, so you ask them, you guys want to go to the bar? You guys want a horse track or the strip club? And then they let the kids vote. Each day the kids get to vote. You know what I feel like?
Buttermaker driving the bus.
Yeah, I feel like there's somewhere out there. There's somebody that happened today. Like somewhere that happened today. Guy just had his last straw, and he just drove over to strip club.
Yeah.
Put it in park. Opened the door.
Yeah.
Paid for. All right, kids, everybody in. What is it? $8 a guy. Here you go. There it is.
How do you like this? Did you see that accident with the school bus? Nobody got really hurt, but minor injuries. But there's 3 school buses, a field trip to Six Flags in Illinois. So they're all going to Six Flags.
When was this?
Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
8th grade. It was the 8th grade field trip was to Six Flags. So there's 3 buses of the 8th graders, and they're driving in, and there was an accident, I guess, and the one bus was going too fast, and then slammed on the brakes, and the other 2 buses just boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
And then now all those kids got fucked out of their 8th grade
Yeah,
trip.
that sucked.
Oh,
sucked.
no.
And no, there was no major injuries.
Yeah.
I guess the bus driver went to the hospital with minor injuries, but the other kids were shaken up.
Yeah,
they
but
weren't going really fast.
But the point is, I mean, you're looking forward to Six Flags Great America,
Yeah.
and you're like right there, and
Yeah.
then you get into a traffic accident, and now you can't go. So
Here, I'll give you one better. So the school I'm working at now, they had a whole school field trip to Six Flags. Okay, whole school. It's only one classroom per grade level. It's a very small school. I guess 2 kids broke into the science lab. Upper grade kids broke into the science lab, and they were going to do some thing where they make make parachutes and throw eggs out windows. You ever seen that? Where they you go to the second floor window and you make a little parachute, you throw it out, and if your egg doesn't break, you win. You get an A. I don't know, whatever it is, right? And I don't know if a certain amount of eggs or whatever, but it doesn't break. So I guess
they had those in the classroom already.
yeah, they had the eggs in the classroom. Now they got cameras all over the place. I didn't find out because I didn't care because I thought it was too funny. 2 kids or somebody went in and just went into the science lab and just took the eggs and just whipped them all over the room.
were their names Shithead and Moron?
Wait, there's cameras. You said they got caught, right?
I didn't follow through. I did ask because the kids were the doors are all locked now. All the doors you have to let somebody in. All the doors are
In a
locked.
school that small, when that happens, they're like 8th graders, I assume.
I don't know. It was
Okay, whatever
the upper
grade level
is
they were.
5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is upstairs.
So they figure out who did it, right? If they were like 6th graders, you know who cleans that room? All the 6th graders.
yeah.
Yeah, they clean it, not the janitor.
Well, here's the thing.
No, you can't do that, Mark, because that would be cruelty to a child, and then DCFS would
Actually,
have to get
you
involved.
can't. You
Yeah.
can't make them. Yeah,
You can't
That's not a
collectively
thing
punish them. Yeah, so it's not the good old days, Mark.
It's a Catholic school.
Oh, they can do
Yeah.
anything they want.
Yeah.
They can do
Mark, we
anything they
can't
want.
beat him anymore.
I
I'm
had,
sorry.
I went
You
to.
can't beat them any less either.
My brother and I went to public grammar school, but when we were living in South Chicago, my mom decided we were raised Roman Catholic, that we needed to go to communion class, CCD. We needed to go to catechism.
So you leave early
So-
on Wednesdays, right?
No, I think ours was after school. It was in the late afternoon, so it was after school. So we would have to go to St. Michael's for CCD, and now I've never been in a Catholic grammar school in my life at this point. I'm like 8 years old, and my brother's 7. We go in this Catholic grammar school, and nobody in there is outside of that school. They all go to school there. So they're staying after school for CCD. My brother and I are from, we don't know what the hell's going on. We got nuns teaching, right?
That's kind of freaky. I mean, like I
don't know the rules.
Like an actual nun in like a nun uniform, like teaching
Dude,
you.
they beat the hell out of us. These nuns.
Well, you know why?
Evil human beings.
You know why? Because you had it coming.
So here's my brother.
Wait, they actually hit you?
Oh my God, yeah.
What, for getting stuff wrong?
No, for talking, for chewing gum. I don't know. I was chewing gum the first
For
day.
disobedience.
I get in there. So you know what she did? I had to take the gum out. I had to take my gum out, make a fist, put the gum in my hand, make a fist, and she whacked me with a ruler over my knuckles. Then I had to take the gum out, put it in my other hand, and whacked me in my fucking hand. Now I'm looking at my brother's sitting in the classroom. I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, and everybody else in the classroom, it's normal. Nobody's even batting an eye. I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, do you see this? What the fuck's going on here? I looked at her and I honestly, I go, what are you doing? Whack.
Well, I mean, in all fairness,
Holy shit!
Yeah, and then the same day.
In all fairness, as a woman, she has a penis in about 45 years, so she's probably a little bit got pent-up aggression. So I mean, so she's gonna take it out on you, you know.
So the same day, my brother.
With all due respect, with all due respect.
Yeah.
And what happened to your brother? He got beaten too.
Yeah. I don't move on.
No, come on, man. What did he get busted for?
So the same day, she was making an example of us because we're outsiders from CPS at school. So he was talking. So he had to go up, put his nose on the blackboard, and hold 2 books in his hand, in either hand, on his knees.
I always wondered if that shit was real.
Yeah, dude, he did it. I mean, it was fucking unbelievable. When I go home, I told my mom, I go, she's like, how was it? I'm like, well, the nun hit me with a ruler, and Jason had to put his face against the blackboard and hold 2 books.
Actually, what she should have done, like Full Metal Jacket, when Private Pa got caught with the jelly donut, they made him stand on the Foot Locker and eat the donut, and they said he's eating it, you're paying for it, you eat it, and they make everybody get down and do push-ups.
Did she make you continue to go?
Yeah, we went. We never made our confirmation because by that time, I mean, we had moved and then we were a little bit older. So she was looking for a church so we could do our confirmation classes. And fuck that. I ain't fucking no way. I was never confirmed. Like fuck that. Fuck that church. Fuck everything about it. I mean, it was bad. We were in South Chicago, my brother and I never experienced that shit before. It was like no rules. They do whatever the fuck they want. There was one kid and he went to school there. He was a maniac, dude. They beat the shit out of him. These are grammar school kids. They would just whip the shit out of him.
Wow, there's some angry chicks. Oh man!
But I didn't experience that till I went to high school. I went to a Catholic high school. Then there was corporal punishment there too.
Yeah, good old corporal punishment.
At Gordon, oh yeah, dude. I had a It's insane. You can't do this shit anymore.
Listen, I don't want to know how that went.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one last story. Mr. Morrison, unbelievable guy. He had a temper on him, man. And there was this one kid, and man, he took a book and cracked him across the fucking head and knocked him out of the chair. Knocked him out of his chair onto the floor.
Wow.
And nothing happened to him. And I'm talking like he took the book with both hands and fucking just cracked him, flying out of his chair onto the ground.
Oh, man. You know what?
Could you imagine that?
I've literally taught for 25 years, and I could dream. I have a dream that I could do that to about 10 or 12 different kids that I've run across.
You know what? I don't advocate corporal punishment, Jar, but there
What
are.
are you talking about?
You're a maniac.
Ted, you are the person here you are the person I know that
you
most
have public
advocates-
executions, public torture.
No, I'm talking. What I'm saying is that there probably
there's
are
an
a
age
hand,
limit.
I'm saying there are a handful of kids who are so incorrigible. Is that the word? That they do need, because you can't. They know you're not going to do anything, right? You threaten them, and they know nothing's going to happen, right? Because you can't touch them, right? So they know that kids are smart. They're smart, but I guarantee you, if you smacked one of those little bastards across the face, not that hurt him, but like that would stun him, and he might still be a little asshole. But I guarantee you, he'll think twice next time before he acts up because he knows it's coming.
It's the opposite.
It's coming.
I don't
It's
know.
the opposite.
Yeah, we
That
talked
type of
about this a
behavior
million
is-
times. I just don't think
it's
that's possible.
proving. I mean,
Okay, well then I recommend zip ties.
there's no excuse for
Jesus
physical violence against somebody that's misbehaving. I mean, you don't beat a kid because they're a smartass or misbehaving.
Yeah, I think you throw
And
urine.
you don't. I mean, you don't say,
You're
okay,
in balloon. You're in balloon.
That'll teach him. You know who they become? Man, they become like John Wayne Gacy's and Jeffrey Dahmer's. That's who gets beaten. Although Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, on the flip side, there's probably
his parents are actually pretty decent.
On the flip side, there's probably a lot of grown men in prison. Not like serial killers, but if somebody would have just like give them some like discipline when they were younger, like a male figure in their life, probably some of them wouldn't be in there.
Yeah, like John Bender. That's what happens when you smell paint in the garage.
Yeah.
You want everybody. That's how we should.
It was a
treat
banner year at the Bender house.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to talk about this because everybody's been. I mean, it's very popular.
The airplane.
No, you guys all heard about Harrison Butker, the kicker for the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I saw part of that speech.
and his speech.
No.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
No, I swear to God.
You know you have.
I swear to God, I have no idea. I don't even know who he is.
he's the kicker for the Chiefs. Yeah,
He kicker from the Chiefs. He went to he did a commencement speech at Benedictine University,
which is a conservative,
in Kansas. Yeah, middle of Kansas.
but it's a conservative like Christian college or something.
and he went.
Why did he do the commencement speech there?
Because they needed someone who was.
It's in
super,
Kansas. It's in Kansas.
Yeah,
It's
he
in-
needed someone who was super sexist, super
it's in Missouri.
homophobic, and extraordinarily Christian. Yeah, he went insane. I can't believe you. I can't. You come on, man.
It was it was national news.
Well, I mean, why would I lie about this? I don't know.
Oh my God, you have to read this. So I guess he
Well, you were going to talk about it right now, right?
Yeah, but he went. I mean, I wasn't going to talk about the whole thing because it's so common. But he went crazy. He went absolutely crazy. He went full. COVID was fake. He went full diversity, inclusion, all wrong. He went full homophobic. That all these people doing all these things. It was really horrible.
Well, is it what they wanted to hear?
It was what they wanted to hear.
Oh.
Yeah. It was absolutely what those people. I mean, I'm
Because
sure
I was going
there's
to
a
say,
lot of
if
people.
it was something they didn't want to hear, they'd
Yeah.
pull them off stage,
Well,
right?
It's like going to like Bob Jones College, which is another super. Yeah, so that was his target audience. It's not like he's going to like a super liberal campus and saying that, which obviously he would. Number one, he would never be invited. So I'm sure they. I mean, I didn't hear what he said. I heard like snippets of it. But yeah, he's obviously very traditional. Women should be at home. Versus the workforce. That's per him. Among other things. Yeah, but I didn't hear the whole thing.
Yeah, he was.
But he sounded like he went off the
spoke
rails.
out.
Yeah.
I read the whole thing today just before we got on, and the whole thing about no diversity, inclusion, different lifstyles,
DEI?
all the
DEI.
all the lifestyles that are polluting the world now. Yeah, and he railed on Biden.
Just the ones that he doesn't agree with.
Well, yeah, of course it is, right? He mentioned God. I think the last count was like 17 times.
Yeah.
He mentioned Jesus. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times.
Speaking of inclusion,
Yeah, but here's the thing, and everybody's got the right to their
who's
opinion.
more inclusive than Jesus?
Well, obviously,
Am I right?
obviously, lots of people because he mentioned Jesus and then excluded everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it.
No, what I'm
yeah.
saying is, I mean, if Jesus is your co-pilot,
Right. No. I
And he was a pretty inclusive
100%
guy.
agree. I 100% agree.
What do they say? The line from Caddyshack where he goes, we're having a pancake brunch. You should come. And he goes, are you Catholic? And he goes, no. He goes, oh, you can't come.
You can't come. But so here's the thing. It was so bad, and it was really, really bad, that people are calling that he gets fired from his job. Right? And I was just thinking to myself, okay, listen, I agree with zero he said. He said, if he said, honestly, in that speech, if he said it's a great day today, I would just assume it was raining, right? I would just assume it was a terrible day.
well, he could get fired from his job.
No, he can't.
Sure, he could.
No way.
Why?
For believing this stuff?
If your employer wants, if you're an at-will employee, they can
but
let you go
he's
whenever.
one of the best kickers in the game.
No,
He's
he's
not
not.
going to get fired.
No,
Aaron
I'm
Rodgers.
just saying.
Aaron Rodgers is a lunatic. He's got a lot of weird conspiracy theories that I think they finally had to shut him down on the Pat McAfee show because I think they were paying him millions of dollars, and finally, I guess the higher ups just pulled the plug on him. Like, we can't listen to this crap anymore.
But my thing is that even though, I mean, I think of that line from American President, right, where the guy, Michael Douglas says, there's a guy screaming everything that you don't believe in, everything that you're against, but it's his right to say it.
Yeah.
Right? So even though he's a terrible person, okay, I mean,
Well,
based on his
president.
beliefs.
That's the president of the United States saying this.
Well, Michael Douglas, yes, pretend president.
Right. What I'm saying is that's a government. That's a government stance on
Right.
this. And I'm not saying he should be fired, and I'm not advocating that at all. I mean, I think you say what you want to say, but I think a lot of people, especially now more than ever, they don't understand the Constitution and how like freedom of speech works. I mean, freedom of speech the is not there for us, you and I, Ted, your work and environment. That's the government, right? That's the government can't tell you, hey, shut up, you're not allowed to say that. Or, that's not, the government's not silencing him. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. But your employee can say, hey, I don't like you. I don't like you saying that. And you're a representative of my company. And if you think and say that, then you're fired. So you can get out of here. That's not infringing on his First Amendment.
Oh, no,
yeah,
I agree.
But his job's a little bit different. I mean, obviously.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
Well,
I get it.
We talked about this before. If Tom Brady all of a sudden wanted to have some wild beliefs where where in general like a normal person would quote unquote get canceled, I guarantee you they would make accommodations for him, right? Because the better you are, the more important you are. It's not going to be as important. Like this guy's riding the bench and he's taking a knee, he's out. But if Tom Brady takes a knee, well, we can work around this. It's kind of like the Live Golf Tour, right? No Live Golf Tour member could be on the Ryder Cup team, right, or the Europe team. And then when John Rahm joined the Ryder Cup or joined the Live Tour, we got to change the rules now so we can let John Rahm be on the.
No, I was overwhelmed by the people who thought that he should just automatically. That the NFL should just say. The NFL
those are idiots to think that. I mean,
should just say because
if they want to make the decision, fine. But why would anybody?
Yeah.
But that's the cancel culture, right? Like, there's a lot of fragile people out there, and so when someone says something that hurts their feelings, right? Because that's really what it is. It's just your feelings are hurt, right? They're not,
yeah, but
he doesn't know these people.
It's not a cancel.
Well, when someone says they want you fired, they want to cancel it. That's cancel. That's cancel.
Well, what I'm saying is what I mean to say is everything's got a label now. We're fucking labeling everything.
Everything.
The opinion that you're expressing that people have.
Right.
It's the same opinion they've had 100 fucking years ago. Only we didn't hear it on every social platform, and now we hear. It's like, okay, we hear every voice in the world every fucking day on every topic. Everyone's opinion is public.
Well,
now.
everyone has an opinion, and that's fine.
But it's no different than before. We just hear it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Same people were thinking that 100 years ago.
Well, we got Facebook, we got all the social media,
that's my point.
Exactly.
You're hearing it.
Yeah.
You're just hearing everything
24/7.
You're hearing everyone's opinion,
right?
Constantly.
Right. But so what I'm saying, when someone who you don't know is so upset, like someone who you're in California, someone's in New York, and someone says something that offends you personally or morally, that's great, But then when you go out of your way to proactively say, well, I want this person economically harmed, by losing their job, that is kind of you're trying to cancel them.
Well, they have every right to say that, just like he has right to say that.
Because you can't physically hurt the person, so the way to hurt them is you're going to try to hurt them economically.
Well, just because somebody says something, doesn't mean anybody has to react to it. And the problem is this Jamoke says what he says, and then somebody comes out and says he should be fired, and all of them say that's a cancel culture thing. No, it's not. That's just another fucking asshole expressing his opinion too, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But if you want to take those people and group them and label them and create something that doesn't exist, then go ahead and do it. So all of a sudden we have a cancer culture part of our society. Well, everybody falls in that category because everyone's got an opinion, right?
That's true.
Well, I think
that's real. That's real.
So the more we say things like, "Oh, they're trying to cancel him now," the more real it becomes.
No, cancel culture is not having different opinions. Cancel culture, in my opinion, is like when you proactively go out of your way to actually specifically, harm this person in some way.
Right.
Yeah. You're not just like expressing your opinion. You're actually like calling their employer and just say, hey, I want this person gone because what they said I find so morally reprehensible. I can't bear to have them be your employee anymore.
Well, there's two parts to this. Number one, he's obviously felt this way the entire time he's been on the Chiefs, and I didn't hear any of the Chiefs complain about it. Previously. So here, there's for everything he said, everybody who's listening to this show. Right, for all the times that they listen to it, there are people in your life, whether you work with them or sit next to them at a bar or hang out with them and play sports with them, that agree with what he's just said. Okay, so whatever he said, all the terrible things, and they're terrible to me. Okay, there are people that that agree with him. There's people,
of course, but it's the minority opinion. It's the minority opinion in this country by far.
Well, by far it is. Okay, so absolutely.
But the squeaky wheel gets the news.
Right.
Or squeaky wheel gets the oil.
So there's people out there that think the same way. They just don't tell you, and you just move on from it, right?
Yeah.
So
nobody would know unless you said it.
Right. Right. So you just kind of have to live with the fact that there's people that have these opinions. You can't just go out and end them. Like if this guy was a whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just end what they do because that's what they think. right? I mean, if they act on it, or they do something mean, or they do something nasty, or it comes out at work, right?
Yeah.
Or they do it at work, or they're bigoted or sexist or homophobic at work.
Create a hostile work environment.
Right.
That's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
But you can be an asshole. I mean, there's plenty of very successful assholes.
Plus, he's off the clock. He's they obviously invited him there, and sounds like the audience was receptive to what he said. I didn't see the whole thing. Yeah. So
they listen. Nobody booed him there. There was a lot of clapping.
Exactly.
A lot of clapping. A lot of enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
sure.
I mean, I guess, and then it made me think: what makes us like or dislike a sports figure? Like, why do you like the people you like?
Like on a personal level?
Like, no, but why are you fans of, like, we were all fans of Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Michael Jordan. We grew up with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
No, but he's great. But he's actually a terrible person. He's a lousy tipper. He treats people like shit. Yeah, he's the best. He's the best basketball player of all time. But he's actually a terrible person.
That's what you heard.
Scottie Pippen's a terrible person.
I mean, just because you don't tip doesn't make you a shitty person, Ted. Just because you're cheap.
I never heard that about Jordan tipping, because I personally
I've never heard that either.
Tiger Woods. Lousy tipper, but I'm just saying. But it's but what I'm saying is, it doesn't make you a shitty person. But it is.
You're only, and by the way, you're only saying black people, and that makes you sound
that
racist.
is very racist.
But I'm just
you just Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Tiger Woods. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I can come
Scotty
up
Scheffler, excellent tipper.
Pete Rose. I don't know.
John Daly, great tipper.
Pete Rose, lousy liar about gambling.
Yeah, but
great tipper though.
But what makes us like
Ted, great tipper. Yeah. You're a great tipper.
I mean, think about Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis either, and this is absolute fact, either murdered somebody or was in a car with somebody who murdered him and didn't rat him out.
Yeah.
People love Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
What makes us
that to me? I mean,
But what makes us,
I keep my opinion to myself, but that's a perfect example of me. After that all happened, I never looked at Ray Lewis the same again, and it blows my fucking mind that he is so popular and so famous.
They love him.
After all, he went through all that, and if you go back and you actually look at the trial and the facts of what happened, it's pretty fucking incriminating.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that either A, he was the murderer, or B, he knew and was with the murderer.
Yeah.
It's like kind of that cut and dry.
So what makes us like or dislike somebody? What makes you like what makes you dislike a sports figure like intensely, or what makes you just say like that's my favorite player of all time?
Well, it's funny how the mind works, because you can compartmentalize things. Like they could do a terrible thing, but because they do this one thing so great, you just ignore it, right? It's like the hot chick, right? She could be a horrible person, but she's so beautiful, or maybe she does something for you sexually that you just ignore the actual, the bad part of her. But if she was like, say, a below average looking woman, whatever your perception of beauty is, she would obviously have less mistake room, right? So it's basically, that's how the mind works. Like if you want something really bad or really admire somebody, you just tend to ignore the bad stuff.
We're talking about sports, though.
Yeah, but it applies in every aspect of life. It doesn't have to be just sports.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about. I was just
talking
thinking
about sports.
Yeah, I was just thinking sports wise, right?
Because
why do we choose this athlete over that athlete?
Right.
Or like if you take the most famous or most successful athletes currently in basketball right now, right?
I was just thinking basketball because I don't like LeBron James
right now.
I don't like LeBron James.
Yeah.
He's too floppy for me. There's something just.
Well, he's not in the playoffs, so you
yeah.
don't have to worry about it.
No, but there's something annoying about him. I don't know what it is. I know he's great. I will say he's great. Obviously, he's great. He just annoys the fuck out of me, man. I don't get it.
Yeah,
but there's something I don't like about him.
It's a personal preference. I mean, like Barry Bonds. I like Barry Bonds. He's a great baseball player, but yeah, is he a terrible person too? Probably. Like obviously lying about the steroids thing to this day.
But all he did was lie about steroids, basically.
Yeah.
And he did a little bit of other stuff where he, with all the lying and everything.
Yeah, but he kind of treated like teammates like crap, or people like crap for.
They weren't as good as him, Ted.
Yeah, exactly. But he got away with it because he's one of the best baseball players of all time, even though he'll never sniff the Hall of Fame, of course, for obvious reasons. So.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, there's people that love Pete Rose and they know all the stuff he did, and there's people that hate Pete Rose because of all the stuff that he did.
Yeah.
So how do we?
Well, it goes back to individual choice. I mean, why does anybody like anybody? Just like why does like this guy like this girl, but this guy couldn't stand this girl, or vice versa? Like a woman could like a man, or she could like this guy. Or,
how did somebody break up with Halle Berry? 7 times? She been married like 5 times and had like 7 serious relationships.
Oh, who's the one who just got divorced? She was only married less than a year. She's just getting a divorce now. It's a famous person. It's actually pretty funny. I can't think of the name, but she's been married less than a year, and this is going to be her 3rd divorce. Oh, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. I was reading about that. It's pretty funny.
Dude.
They didn't get married again, though.
They're married.
I think they did.
They just bought a $60 million mansion, and now he's already moved out, and because they obviously are not compatible with each other
Were
at
they
all.
married before or no?
No, they worked together like 20
were
years
together.
ago.
And now they're married.
They were engaged.
I know.
20
I
years
remember
ago.
that.
Yeah, they were engaged 20 years ago. Then they met
And
other.
he married Gardner, and then they
Yeah.
had kids with her, and then
Yeah, she was engaged to Alex Rodriguez, the former New York Yankee baseball player.
Yeah.
And then she went with this guy. And yeah, they haven't even been married for like 2 years. My question is, why, when you got all the money in the world, why even get married? Why don't you just live together?
does A-Rod own the Minnesota Timberwolves or something?
I think he does.
he was at fucking.
He was at all the games. I know.
Yeah,
I have
mean,
no
he's
idea.
Like, knows all the players and everything. I was like, what is?
Well, when you're super rich, I mean, you kinda
yeah, he's a
know all the
minority
guys.
owner. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe he
whoa,
is.
Ted. Ted, stop it. You're really getting. You really.
I'm
it's
just
too
talking about
much.
stakes in the company.
Yeah.
in the company.
All right. So here. Okay, this is kind of funny. So I'll do this one. Speaking of black and white, a zoo in China got busted for dyeing. You ready for this? Chow chow dogs to look like pandas.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I saw that.
I heard about that.
I thought
Is
it was
that awesome?
but I thought they've been doing that for a long time.
So they have.
yeah,
They have. So here's
it's
the
like their thing.
and then they have people,
Right.
and they have people in panda suits too.
Yes.
because they showed a picture. Like it was obviously not a panda; it was actually a person because it's too skinny. Yeah, it's obviously a person in a panda suit.
but
and
it's
they're
all
trying to-
like a ruse. Like everyone's
they're
in
try-
on
they're
it.
trying-
right?
they're
so-
trying
yeah.
to pass it
Yeah.
off as a real panda.
It's just a joke.
Yeah. So here's what they did.
Wait, are you saying that the person in the panda suits?
There's a person in. I don't know anything about a person in a panda suit, Ted.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're at the zoo and they're trying to pass it off as a real panda because
Oh,
someone
I
took a
didn't hear
picture.
about that.
And this is like
Of
from
a
a few years
of a
ago.
dude?
Yeah, so it's clearly a man. It's clearly a
Oh,
human
not
being.
the panda. You're talking about
a
that
man,
honey bear.
No, you go to the zoo
Yeah.
and you think you're going to see a panda, and there's not a panda. There's a person in a panda suit, but they're trying to pass it off as a real panda when clearly
smoking a cigarette and eating a sandwich.
it's not a panda.
with his head off. He's on break. It's like Disney.
But I was laughing because the zoo that got busted, okay, just recently, just most recent one, they had two pandas, and they sold them because they made so much money, okay? Then they got the dogs, and the chow chow dogs, and they dyed them to do this, and I guess this is where they got the idea. It's a thing in China,
Yeah.
okay? So lately, and this is kind of funny. One of the guys, they interviewed a guy, and they said, a few years ago, we would have eaten that dog. This is what he said. He goes, but now we want the pets. And so every couple of months, they go back to the pet shops, and they basically dye the animal, dye the dog to look exactly like a panda over and over and over
So
again.
people are buying them.
Yeah, that's
as
what they do.
pets.
And that's where they got the idea. So they sold them, and they got it. And then after about 6 months, somebody finally said, you ready for this? That looks like my dog that I dye to look like a panda. I don't know how you say that in Chinese, but yeah.
That was
And
pretty
then-
good.
And then they got busted for that. And then the zoo was just like,
Oh,
yeah,
so
that's
the
what we do
zoo
now.
was doing it as a ruse, right?
The zoo was rusing
Oh, okay.
people.
I thought
Yeah.
everybody knew they were dogs.
Nope. No, it's pretty funny. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing that it's now a trend.
I'd like to think
or
that
it
I
has
can
been a
tell the
trend for a
difference
while.
between a chow chow and a panda.
Yeah, you would think like most people would just be like,
No?
Hold on a second. You only see the animals are far away, right? If you work it out right, I mean, a rhinoceros could be a deer. You wouldn't know. They're way back there. They just fucking lay there. They don't do anything. I mean, how many times
What
are you
zoo
watching?
Have you been to where they're that far away?
Okay, I mean, but you could be fooled by a lot of things.
Yeah, sure.
Because you're like, oh, that's a gazelle. Look, kids, you walk by, like, that's a gazelle, and you know what you're saying to yourself? You're saying, I read that's a gazelle right there on that little thing. The kids don't know it. You go, oh, you know what? They live in northern Africa,
gotta check
and
this
they do this, right? And your kids are just like, wow, Dad's a fucking genius. He knows all about gazelles. And you're just like, you're just reading
it's on the
it.
placard right there in
Yeah,
front
it's
of
just on a placard, right? So you have no idea. I mean,
Okay, these look like fucking dogs.
no, they don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
from right
do.
there. From right there, they do. But if you're just walking through a zoo and you're just walking with your family and shit, it looks kind of like a It looks kind of like a panda.
But
Yeah,
without,
I mean,
they're
for
not
like
eating. They're not eating bamboo shoots, and they're
Yeah,
not
I mean,
in the
for-
trees.
for
They don't eat
second-
anything.
They're usually in the trees.
I mean,
And
I guess
eating.
when they start,
Did you ever see pandas eating? Did you ever see that fat panda fall out of the tree?
dude, I
They
guess
did do a good job of it, though. I mean, I actually, I'll be honest with you,
that's-
I wouldn't really be able to tell if
when
I
it
didn't
starts
know.
barking.
Yeah, if it started barking, now how do they stop it from barking?
I know. So that was the scary part.
That's the thing.
That was
you
the
can
first.
bark at any time.
That's the first thing I thought of. What do they do to the dogs to make them not bark?
Oh, I don't
Because
wanna
a
know.
dog wants to bark, right?
Well, especially yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to know, but yeah, it's got to be something.
Yeah. What horrible thing have they done to that dog?
And
to
these
make it not bark?
they don't even know kung fu.
Panda
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh
Yeah,
my
whatever.
God,
This
you
is-
are terrible.
The world's going to hell in a handbasket, Ted.
Just because of that,
Hell in a handbasket.
there is.
I never
no-
thought I'd live to see the day where somebody is
Hey, you know what? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
somebody is what?
painting fucking dogs like pandas.
Can I?
Legit.
All right, can I tell you? I have a new I don't want to say role model, but somebody that I just
You're too old for role models.
I
You're
don't
over. You're done.
I don't respect what they've done, but I respect the way they did it.
What's that?
South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. You have to respect. She wrote a book with total lies, and then you guys saw all the stuff.
Yeah, we talked
she went
about
on-
her 2 weeks ago.
I
Yeah,
heard about that, yeah.
you guys saw the interviews after that, right? Like
I didn't
right
see
after
the-
we
I didn't
talked
see the
about
interviews.
it.
We're talking
Yeah.
about she had a ghost. She had a.
Yeah, but,
There were
but
ghosts
no, but yeah, whatever she put in the book, she filled the book with lies.
Yeah.
and there's a lot of lies.
She sits on a throne of lies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But you have to respect that she knew that they were lies, and she went on all these interviews, and did it, man.
How is that a respectable?
I'm not saying what she did was respectable.
Yes,
I'm
you
saying,
are.
I'm,
That's
no,
exactly
no.
what you're
I'm saying you have to respect the fact that she knew that
No,
it
you
was all.
don't.
Listen to me. That it was all lies, and she stood there and she decided that she could beat all the intelligent people in the world who could easily just say,
Fact checker.
ma'am,
Fact checker, yeah.
ma'am. Did you ever meet Kim Jong Un? And she was great. I've met a lot of world leaders. Have you met him? I am not going to dignify that with a response.
Exactly.
I mean, she was incredible.
That's what they all do now.
She was
though.
relentless, though. She was so relentless. You know what? This doesn't make her less likely to be Trump's running mate. This makes her the perfect running mate for Trump. The two of them could do anything. Could you imagine?
So what about the guy that got kicked out of Congress?
George Santos?
Yeah, you like him too?
He could be
I mean,
Secretary
he
of
said his
State.
fucking. He said
Secretary of
his.
State.
He said his mom died in 9/11.
Yeah, listen to me. Listen. It's Trump. He gets elected. Kristi Noem is the vice president. What was it? What do you call it? Who's the guy who helps you out? Your chief of staff.
Yeah.
George Santos, chief of staff. I mean, could you imagine what they could do? They could do anything. They could literally do anything right in front of you, and the three of them could talk. They could just say their way out of it. It would be the most insane,
Can you imagine being
awesome thing in the world.
Can you imagine being your husband? I mean, like, Chrissy, you stayed out late again, and you smell like a man's cologne. Are you cheating on me? And she's like, no, I'm not. You know, you would
No,
never. You
no,
would
I'm
never
not.
get- you
But
would
I
never
did.
get-
But I did bring this panda home for you.
You'll never get a confession out of her. So yeah. So. She goes, I'm not going to dignify that with a response, honey.
I listen. I've been with a lot of men. Have you been with that man? I have been with a lot of men. I've met a lot of men. Yeah, no, dude. I just thought the two of them are literally perfect for each other, and she knew what was coming,
Yeah.
and she went on every single show.
She's a
that
kamikaze.
She knew
She was a
was going to
kamikaze.
shitbag her.
Yeah.
Every single show. She got shitbagged by Michael Strahan. She got shitbagged by some
Wait,
wide receiver.
Was it a book promotion that she was doing?
Yeah. And she was
After
promoting.
the okay.
Yeah. And it was incredible.
You know why she's doing it, right? Because
'Cause she's
She
insane?
just needs the
Well,
publicity.
yeah, I was going to say, actually, you know what, to
Right.
be honest with you, there's no such thing. Celebrities say this all the time. There's no such thing as bad publicity,
Right.
you know? So.
you know what? I don't know
and
if
in
I buy
time,
that.
and in time, people, I hate to say it, but they're probably going to forget.
Well,
She's
people are
now she's nationally known.
She's
right?
she's
'Cause I never heard of
appealing-
her.
She's appealing to these people that are going to sympathize with her and make all the people that are yelling at her bad. That's why a lot of these news outlets won't allow them on the network, because if you're making them out to be the martyrs now.
Well, think about
now
this.
everyone's going to
Well,
vote
think
for
about it
her.
logically. She hasn't really done anything politically, so I've never heard of her until recently. So had it not been for these books, this book filled with lies, she's nationally known now, right? So it's actually
Yes.
mission accomplished in a roundabout way.
Nebraska, right?
No,
South Dakota.
I mean, South Dakota.
Oh, and by the way, I think all the tribes in South Dakota got together and basically admonished her, saying they don't want her as the governor. They all 8 tribes in South Dakota.
You know what she said, right? She said that the Native Americans in South Dakota are bringing in Mexican drug cartel people and letting them set up and make drugs and sell drugs
on the Indian reservations. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah.
She said that.
She said they're bringing back the donkey show.
But I mean, yeah.
From Tijuana.
I mean, when
the
she-
donkey show from
Oh,
Tijuana
man.
is now in
And
South
then-
Dakota.
And then she showed evidence of it, right, to prove that she's right.
You know what? She had everything except the evidence.
Oh,
Dad.
okay.
She had everything except the evidence. She had all the accusations.
Yeah.
Right? She had all the accusations, just not the evidence.
Because I'm assuming before you come out with an inflammatory statement like that, you've already done your research and you know conclusively with photographic evidence and eyewitness testimony that that's accurate before you open your mouth and say that.
Or you just recklessly say things and just
Just hope for the best.
see what sticks.
Yeah.
Just see what sticks as you throw it up on the wall. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had this thing, and I just thought as I'm watching it, and it is a shit show of shit shows, right?
Yeah.
I just thought, wow, how can you do it?
And Michael Strahan interviewed her.
I think it was everybody did. Everybody,
That's hilarious.
Everyone interviewed her, and she said the exact.
They're giving her a platform.
But it was the exact same answer.
She's a genius.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
She's not turning away because she needs a platform. It's not admirable, but it's smart.
So I did see in some things where there is a small minority of people who respect her more and know that she's right, and some of the things are pretty funny. She obviously met, some of the responses are, she obviously met Kim Jong-un, but she why would she admit it? It's national security. And I'm just like, yeah, that's it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Did she
You win.
invent the question mark?
Yeah, I invented the question mark. Yeah, just so crazy. All right, Mark, do you have a Mark's movie mention for today?
No.
Excellent. Then I would like to talk about a very famous movie and why it is the worst movie ever of all time, according to everyone now.
All right, give me a year.
I'll just tell you what the movie is. Peter Pan.
Which Peter Pan?
The original Peter Pan. Yep.
Like the Disney? Like the cartoon?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Why is that horrible?
Okay, so I didn't know this, and I sent you
I
guys
actually
that
like
link.
that.
Okay, I sent you guys the link on this, right?
I didn't see it.
About the problems with Peter Pan. So here's the problem. So people are going back in time, right? And they're taking movies that are written at a certain time or done at a certain time.
In a certain era
Right.
where standards were different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now they want to cancel them. And it all comes from this. So Disney, about a week ago, decided that there were going to be no more meet and greets with Tinkerbell. They were not going to have the character of Tinkerbell
Oh, I did see that. Okay.
anymore.
I forgot she was with Peter Pan.
Okay. So Disney eliminated Tinkerbell.
By the way, Julia Roberts was a hot Tinkerbell.
Absolutely.
She was hot.
I,
She's beautiful to begin with. I love her to death.
yeah.
I love her to death.
What's that? What's the one where she's a hooker?
Oh, with Richard Gere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It made me listen to me. You know how many hookers I was with right then, trying to find the perfect woman? Yeah, hundreds,
Pretty woman.
hundreds. Yeah. Most of them had chlamydia, and it was horrible. But yeah, it was great. So they eliminated Tinkerbell from the meet and greet because she's body conscious. Yeah, her character is body conscious, and it's not a good thing. Do you guys know what that means? Because I didn't.
I don't even know what that means.
She thinks of her body as an object and that it should be evaluated for its appearance rather than its effectiveness. And I just assume either your two choices for a woman: a sex machine or a killing machine, like effectiveness. I don't even know. But yeah, so that started all of
But
it.
she has wings.
What?
She has wings. She flies.
I like that show.
It's a mythical. She's a mythical figure.
Yes.
She's not real. You know,
Right.
do people realize that she's?
The opinions expressed
This isn't
here
like a-
within may or may not be real.
It's not based.
because she's
actual.
a fairy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not based on it's not based on the life of a real person. Peter Pan's not. He's
Her-
a
her-
deity that exists.
Not only
in the
is
enchanted
she
forest.
not real, but her opinions aren't real either.
Yeah.
And her opinions about her
That's
body,
why it's called.
Yeah.
That's why it's called
which doesn't
fiction.
exist.
So the way she acted wasn't real.
Right.
Wait, are you saying Julia
I want the
Roberts?
person that-
you
that-
saying all prostitutes aren't like Julia Roberts? Then
I want the person that convinced
Actually,
Disney
the-
this is a good idea.
Actually, the Jamie Lee Curtis.
held accountable.
so they have a. Oh man, what the hell is it called? Disney has come up with a.
Crisis Team.
It's not dissimilar from that. They have a lifestyle team
Yeah.
that evaluates each and evaluates everything. And now they've gone back in time and said that this doesn't fit now, which
Yeah. Obviously, of course. Yeah.
So-
I can deal with that.
So Eeyore's fucked. Eeyore's not going to be around anymore. Is that what you're saying?
He's a drug addict and a crackhead. but so once this happened, a woman wrote a
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So a woman wrote a pretty scathing.
Of course, it's always that one
article.
Let me tell you, that woman, whoever she is, I guarantee I already know her. She owns at least 4 cats. She's a spinster. She's mad at the world.
Jeez. How do you turn something that seems like this into something really bad? But she wrote this thing, right? And she kind of went over all the different reasons that Peter Pan, the movie, is bad. Okay? So number one, and I guess I haven't seen this movie. I saw 40, 50 years ago.
I just watched.
Yeah, I saw when I was a kid.
No, you did not.
I just watched Hook again about a year
Oh,
ago.
the one with Robin Williams.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Okay.
That's a good fucking movie.
Okay, so I have seen a version of it. Yeah, that's probably the last version.
Yeah,
of
well,
it
that's kind of like a
Yeah. So here's the reason why, and when you take a 60, 70-year-old movie and you take it out in bits and pieces and you put it in today's
of
ideas, it does seem kind of weird. Are you ready? So she says, she leads off with this. First of all, Peter Pan is a stalker and a kidnapper. Okay? And so here's the thing. At one point, I guess Peter Pan is in the window or breaks in the window, and he's staring at Wendy,
Yeah.
like in her bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she goes, and then she writes, typical stalker behavior, right? Yeah. Like you wouldn't let your kids, if you let your kids watch this, they would be terrified every night that there'd be somebody standing over them. I guess if you let them watch a vampire movie, they're gonna have their blood sucked. If you let them watch Godzilla, they're gonna be murdered by a giant lizard.
I saw Jaws, and I wasn't worried about getting eaten by a shark. So.
Land shark, Ted. Land shark.
We just took the kids about 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago to see the stage production of Peter Pan down at the Shakes Theater on Navy Pier.
And your kids haven't
It was
slept
awesome.
since?
No, it was awesome. My buddy of mine was starring in it.
Yeah.
He wasn't Peter Pan, but Peter Pan is played by a girl, of course.
Was it really?
Yeah. She was incredible.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know how to deal with that, but yeah. So the first thing he said was he's a stalker and a kidnapper, and he always wants to fight. All these male kind of role model-y things, okay? And at first I was just like, okay, this is the way it's going to go. But then she went further, and she's like, all the female characters hate each other. And they all literally, I didn't even realize this, right? I didn't watch the movie like that. Yeah. But I guess they all want Peter Pan's attention, so all the female characters in there literally try to...
They're competing with each other.
Or kill each other
Yeah.
to get a little boy's, you ready? A little boy's attention.
So basically, it's a middle school teacher, like the woman who was making out with an 11-year-old. So basically, it was one of those things. You know?
Dude,
that's real life, by the way.
There are so many cartoons that are crazier than Peter Pan.
Tom and Jerry, he was always. I mean, they were like seriously murdering each other back in the 80s, like poison, knives, axes, evisceration, amputation. There's some pretty devious shit going on Tom and Jerry. Yeah, so Ren and Stimpy, that's pretty funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
He sets them on fire.
But I think at some point, don't you just kind of have to grandfather shit in, right? Grandfather shit in. I don't know if you're gonna remake it. I don't know. Maybe remake it less creepy.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's still just a fucking cartoon.
But let's go back.
It's just for fun.
Think about how devoid of joy this woman is to go out of her way to actually sit down and even if she's right, but to actually think, to actually put this to paper, to spend time out of her day where this is like an actually important thing to her, and not take it into the historical context when the movie was made. It's like if you interviewed, it's like if Babe Ruth or Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb grew up in the segregation South in the 1930s. Yeah, he was one of the best baseball players of all time, but yeah, a hardcore racist. And I'm not excusing that, but the point is, he grew up in that era where that was like acceptable, and we talked about this, Overton's window. Overton's window is something where you exist in an epoch of time where you can say certain things and it's acceptable in that epoch of time that you live in, but it's not acceptable if you're not in the epoch of time. So that's where people fail because they don't look at it in the historical context when it came out, you know?
I agree 100%.
Yeah. She sounds very joyless, by the way.
She does sound very joyless.
I'll take Peter Pan over her any day.
You know what's joyful? This is what's joyful. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, everybody on a Virgin Airlines flight got something very special. They put down a screen. On every screen, they announced who owns Branson.
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Richard Branson had a video. Voomp, it comes on a Virgin Airlines, 250 people on the airline, and it says, "Congratulations, you have won a free cruise, a week-long cruise."
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
That's generous. That's pretty cool. No one's expecting that, yeah.
Yeah. Free cruise.
Yeah.
You pay nothing for this cruise. Absolutely nothing for the cruise at all. They're just giving it to you. If you're sitting there, and then the I almost said stewardesses, the flight attendants handed out vouchers to everyone. Okay, everyone, and they said, I have 4 people in my family. So okay, here's 4. Okay, so you got 4 vouchers. You get 4 vouchers each person, for a free cruise. Now, if you're sitting on that plane, and so some random person just randomly hands you a free voucher for a cruise, what's going through your head?
Well, you said the flight attendant handed it to him.
Yes, free voucher.
So it wasn't a random person.
Well, a flight
They were
attendant.
instructed to give every person on the plane a voucher
Yes.
for this.
Well, I think
cruise.
it was
Because Richard Branson-
So it was an organized thing.
No, but
It
it
was
was,
an
it was
organized thing,
random
yeah.
that they're not expecting. No one's expecting to win a
No
free
one's
cruise on
expecting
a
it.
flight. Yeah,
No
right.
one's
So,
expecting
yeah.
it. No one's expecting it. So, do you honestly feel like you want a free cruise?
What do you mean?
Yeah, if that's what they told me, I'd assume that it's all expense
What they said
paid.
they won
All
it.
expenses paid.
All
They
expense
said they
paid.
won it.
You're given. They're
Yeah,
given.
Yeah, because they're there. They just happen
You're
to be in the
there
right
on
place at the
Virgin
right time.
Airlines.
So
It's
he's like
I would assume-
British Oprah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that it's all whatever all the
All
costs
inclusive.
associated is all inclusive and it's all covered.
You got to pay for
Cruise.
your airfare.
The cruise was completely free. That's it. Cruise free.
So you got to get there.
Got to get there.
Yeah,
Only one way to get there.
Virgin Airlines.
Virgin Airlines. You
First
gotta-
class. You got to
You
fly
gotta,
first
you gotta,
class.
you gotta fly from wherever you're at. You gotta fly Virgin Airlines
Really?
to get to this thing. This,
Well, why
it's just
wouldn't
part
you?
of the,
It's his cruise ship and
it's
his,
his
airline.
cruise ship and his airlines. All you gotta
It's
do,
a free flight, right?
free cruise, Ted. It's a free cruise. Okay. All you gotta do is pay for the airline. They didn't know that at the time. They
Okay.
just said free cruise.
Okay.
They didn't mention anything about that,
All right.
right? And then as the people went in, hitting a computer, I'm just gonna put in my little code. Richard Branson.
Wait, what are they doing?
They're typing on the computer.
But they know they have to get to where they have to go. No, they don't
just
know
says
they
free
got to go to
cruise.
Miami. They got to. I live in California. The cruise ship's living out of Miami.
I have no idea. So here you go. I'm hitting buttons. Okay. And then it says, how do you want to pay for your flight? Because the flight was part of it. Okay. So no big deal. Free cruise, pay for a flight, not a problem.
Yeah.
Take a guess at how much money each flight was. And by the way, no flight, no cruise, they go together. Guess, take a just a random guess.
$300 because they're special guests and they just won a prize.
Well, it depends
So
on where
Ted-
you're, where
Ted
you're
is stupid.
traveling from. Where you
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Flight had a set cost. The flight has a set cost no matter where you flew from. It had a set cost.
Could you drive there?
Flight, you don't buy the flight, you don't get on the
Oh,
cruise.
okay.
Literally
You said that. I'm
the
sorry.
whole
Yeah,
deal.
okay.
No matter what.
Yeah, I
you,
got you. Package
there's-
deal.
Right. Package
So,
deal.
$3
Fly.
grand. $3 grand.
3 per person? Absolutely not. $8,000 a person.
That's a good
Is
one.
that awesome?
That's a good one.
Is that awesome?
That's awesome.
How do you not know that that's coming though, right? I mean, when you get that free shit, when you get some kind of thing in the mail,
Sounds like a timeshare.
or you get whatever, right? And it's like, all right, we're going to give you a free month-long cruise to Alaska. All you have to do is pay the taxes and this little tiny $12,000 fee, right?
Well, it is what it is. I mean, we're adults here. You know, you don't get anything for free.
Exactly.
You didn't earn it, you didn't win it.
But that's false advertising. Come on. When you say free, I mean, no one's expecting. No flight anywhere costs $8,000 unless you fly like the Concorde and you're flying like whatever the most luxurious airline is, right? That has to be like the most. And plus, to not let you fly your own carrier to get to the cruise,
There is no Concorde anymore.
that's kind of BS.
There's no Concorde?
No.
Or I mean, whatever the most luxurious like commercial or passenger.
It's been gone for
airline
a
is.
long time.
Okay,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. So,
But it's just such a silly concept. I mean, honestly, when somebody's divvying that out, and I don't care what it is, right? I know that my flight's not the only flight that's getting this thing, and I know that there's some kind of scam involved, right?
I'm sure there are people that did it.
For $8,000.
Well, how much is the cruise? Like normally, if you go to
I don't know. What's a
all I
week-long
know-
cruise?
I've never
Well,
been,
Virgin Cruise Line is very high end,
Right.
And it's all inclusive, very high.
well, I'm
end.
just saying if you take like a Viking cruise, I've known people who've gone on cruises. I've never gone on one, but let's just say you spend $2,500
Viking's different. They,
for all inclusive, but definitely under 5,000. And that's including airfare, the cruise, and at least like 7 days at sea.
no,
I'm
like
guessing.
less than $5,000.
I don't know. I bet it can't be
No,
8.
Like 7 days. Like no.
Here,
I
let's look it
can't. I meant.
We did a 3-day cruise to Cuba, and I think it was. I mean,
So I typed in Virgin Cruise, and it came up vodka win cruise cost. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. It says Virgin Voyages cruise start at $445 per person, which I would imagine means you're sleeping somewhere on the deck, right? with no tie downs.
Yeah.
So you're not even tied down, right? It's probably an extra $80, $90 just to be tied down each night. Yeah. So I don't buy any of this
The
shit.
cost of a 5-day cruise can vary from around $300 to $400 per person, not including taxes, to over $1,000 per person.
Per day, though, not for the whole cruise, Ted.
The price depends on several factors, including cruise line, destination, time of year.
But that's a day.
If you want it for
That's like
free.
a day.
Yeah.
No, the whole cruise.
No,
Per person.
You're not going on a cruise for $400. It's $400 a day.
Ted, you're going on Ted, if you go on
It's
a
not
cruise,
a week-long cruise for $400.
if you go on a cruise for $400, you're going on to Lake Michigan for a day and you're getting drunk and thrown up off the side of the boat. Yeah. No, I don't buy it. I just think and so
$1,500.
Yeah. So
per person.
Yeah. So a bunch of people, it's way more than that, Ted, put your phone
Stop
down.
looking it up.
It's not true. Okay? So the funny thing is a bunch of people complained and I was just like, why? Just throw it away. You knew that there was going to be a cost involved. No matter what it was, you knew it wasn't going to be a free cruise. You knew Richard Branson,
He's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire. You don't make $1 billion by giving something away. It just doesn't exist.
Do you make $1 billion by basically losing part of your customers for a bait and switch?
What does he care?
False advertising?
What's going to happen? Are you not going to fly his airline? You're going to prove a point and pay more money someplace else to not fly his airline?
When it comes to Richard Branson, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like creme de la creme. I'm talking. I mean, it's high end shit. The airline. I mean,
Right.
you pay a fuckload of money to fly in his airplane because it's
I've never
like
flown. I've never flown
it's
Virgin.
not like you're flying fucking like what we're used to. I mean, it's like
It's that much nicer?
It's all first class. The whole plane
Do
is like the equivalent
Do
of.
we even have Virgin airplanes out here in Chicago?
No,
I've
all
never
our
seen-
planes are horse.
I've never seen one.
Every single one of our planes. Yeah, Chicago, just dirty, filthy horse. Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world. Oh man, it's just tough. All right, so last thing, I can't leave without this because it's just too fucking funny. You guys saw this that New York City Mayor Eric Adams wants to solve his lack of lifeguard problems. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess New York is having trouble finding lifeguards to the beaches,
To
the
patrol their
pools.
beaches, yeah.
Yeah,
Pools,
yeah.
okay.
So he had a great idea.
Is it really that great?
It's a great idea. Ted, it's a great idea.
On
He
paper.
said he thought that he could hire immigrants to do that. The immigrants that are coming over, the immigrants that are coming over because they're actually really good swimmers because they had to swim long distances to get to America.
I don't think he said that.
Bam. Oh, it's absolute.
He actually
absolute.
did say
Saw
that.
the video.
He did say that.
Saw the video. Yep. That was his.
No, I know he said. I understand that he insinuated that he said something, but he
No, he
didn't say
basically he said those exact words.
Yeah.
that because they swam here.
He implied that part.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
implied
that's
that
what I'm
part.
saying.
So I'm his
yes.
chief. I'm his chief of staff.
Come on, man. He implied. Why else would they be good fucking lifeguards? Because they're good at what, running?
But I'm sure-
I'm his chief of staff. I say, Mayor, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I would not say that if I were, even if you believe it in your heart of hearts, because now you're entering Harrison Buckner territory.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's just playing. It's right out of the playbook. It's the playbook right there. I mean, right? Come on. No, it's he's got a platform. He's going to use it. He's going to say crazy
sir?
shit.
Yeah, sir. This.
So I didn't even know who the mayor of New York was until this. So,
he's had
so
some.
now we know.
So he's platforming it like Christy.
Yeah,
No.
right out of her book. It's
Wait,
right out of her playbook.
hold on a second.
The more crazier shit he says,
You know what?
the more recognition he
You're right,
gets.
You know what he
Because
said the next day? That he met Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
He put him up at the plaza.
It makes me think, you have to clear stuff through things, right? You have to you can't just, or I guess you can now. You can just say anything.
Yes.
Say anything, whenever, all the time.
Yeah. Obviously, that's a poor choice of words, So
I
Really?
think there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that agree with him.
That's so weird.
It is weird.
I guess you know what? I guess we went from you can't say things. You just say anything, and there's some way to justify everything that's ever been said by anyone. So you can even go back in time and do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
But
bit.
you don't like that though. You don't like the idea of time travel.
I don't know. I hate time travel. Time travel is the worst thing of all time. I'm telling you, man. It ruins every book. Every single book of all time.
It's overrated.
It is. All right, let's put this thing to bed. I had to get that thing out. It's just so fucking dumb. People are awesome. All right, Mark, since you were pooping so much that you couldn't make last week's show, we're going to let you come up with the last thought. Uh-oh. Are you thinking about pooping right now? Did I do that?
I'm going to shit in your chair right now.
Don't worry. I mean,
I was sick. I had food poisoning.
yeah, okay, and you were pooping. I mean,
I wasn't pooping. Pooping is something you do because you have to. Diarrhea is not something you have to, or you have to do, but it's not
You're
something
having
you want to do.
explosive discharge.
Everybody eats because everybody poops, but not everybody has
Diarrheas?
flaming hot liquid shooting out of their ass.
I think there's a lot
And
of people
not everybody has it broadcasted.
Well, you're a public figure now, Mark. You're not entitled
No,
to
I'm not a
privacy
public
anymore.
figure.
No, Mark, yes, you are. You
Okay,
are.
whatever.
And Teddy actually goes,
See, this is why this is a bad idea, Ted.
no,
We might as well. We should just unplug this and just talk to each other.
no. So Teddy actually asked me before we went on the show. He goes, "Do you think Mark wants us
heard
to
that
talk
part. I
about?"
heard that part.
No. Before we started,
Oh.
he said, "Do you think Mark wants us to talk about him not feeling good?" And I go, "Yeah, I don't give a shit."
So the answer is no.
All right, last thoughts.
That is my last thought. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, Ted, do you have any words of wisdom that you would like
I'm
to add?
stunned and flabbergasted by this last exchange, and can't we just all get along? Not this minute, but like later on. So.
Later on. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
I'm boycotting the show, listening to the show from now on. I'm done as a listener.
You're done as a.
I'm done.
Damn it. That
You
is
just lost a listener.
That's all right. We had, let's see, last couple of weeks we had 74,000 people, so it's 73,999.
Thank you, listeners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, thank you very much. This has been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, some great feedback too from the beard guy. Great American beard and mustache competition.
Yeah, we wish you were here for that one because you're the only one with the.
me too.
Only one with an actual beard.
Yeah.
Even though you got a little goatee going, you could win something with that.
Maybe, in the future.
Yeah, you could win something with that.
Little Rowley Fingers mustache going on there.
Dude, that
I love the way Ted grows a beard in like 2 days and claims he can't grow a beard.
I know.
He's
I know.
like an idiot.
I know. It's yeah.
You have like a
can't-
great beard.
I'm gonna try to grow one actually one of these days.
Just
try
don't
to,
shave for a couple of weeks.
How long did it take you to grow that? I mean, you've had a beard forever, so like if you shaved right now, how long would it take you
That's
to grow
actually
that?
the shortest I've ever seen
Yeah.
his beard.
Like
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I
Oh
can't
my
do that.
God.
I might need like.
I could go 7 years. I could go 7 years, and it would just look like
It wouldn't be
something-
this long. I mean,
Yeah.
but this would take like a month or two. But
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, if I went 3 months without growing a beard, it would honestly look like I was dying.
you can
People
grow a
would-
beard too. Your son has a beard. Jack's got a fine beard.
It's got a great beard.
Yeah, so you could grow one if he can.
No, I
You're
can't.
genetically connected in some way. I'm sure if you tried.
Well, you're
I
gonna
don't
hold,
think that's a thing
You're
at
gonna hold your
all.
breath,
You
and
don't
it's just
think
gonna
it's-
you're gonna
you
hold your
don't think
breath
it's a thing?
and squeeze, and it's just gonna pop. The hair's gonna pop out.
No way. Jack can grow that beard in like 2 weeks. If I didn't shave in 2 weeks, people would think there was something wrong with me. They'd be like, "Oh, poor Matt, he's gonna die soon." Yeah, look at him. He looks like a train wreck. Yeah, it'd be terrible. All right, keep listening, keep enjoying. We got some great guests coming up in the next couple months, and got some things planned. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff. Keep listening and enjoy.